convicted killer on death row will take his final breath tonight.
Duane Owen killed Karen Slattery and Georgianna Worden in two separate attacks back in 1984.
Slattery, a 14-year-old girl, was killed while babysitting two girls in Delray Beach. Worden, a mother of two, was killed roughly 2 months later in her home in Boca Raton. Her daughters were asleep in another room. Now, nearly 40 years later, Owen is scheduled to die tonight by lethal injection. WPTV's Jake Kashmir reporting on the background of the case that led up to this day.
But we want to begin with Ashley Glass. She is in Stark, Florida for us this morning, talking with the victims' families before tonight's execution.
Good morning to you. The families of Karen Slattery and Georgia Worden will be inside that room behind these prison walls as Duane Owen takes his final breath. I've been talking to both families for months, and they've been kind enough to share personal stories in hopes of keeping memories of Karen and Georgia alive. Karen's loved ones describe her as spunky, fun-loving, and a popular teenager with her whole life ahead of her. Georgia's family tells me much of her world revolved around her two daughters. As the execution is just hours away, the families have different feelings about tonight and what it means for the future.
Is this what the family wants?
It's not something we're happy about, and it's not something we're looking forward to. Nor do we think that it will provide any closure or relief or, it doesn't restore Georgia's life, because it's been something that has been sitting with our family for almost 40 years. It's a thing that's been in the future as part of our family story for nearly 40 years. And if there's work to do afterwards, we haven't been able to start that work yet.
Is this what the family wants to happen?
Yes, without a doubt. This is his sentence. This is what he was sentenced to, and our justice system says it needs to play out. And I will be there to represent her. I have to. If I didn't, I would never forgive myself. He looked into my sister's eyes when she died, and I will look into his eyes when he dies. That's just it.
That's Karen's little sister you just heard from. She will be there tonight alongside multiple members of Georgia's family, including her two daughters. The execution is set for 6 p.m. Reporting in Rayford, I'm Ashley Glass, WPTV.
You can only imagine how those double murders sent shockwaves through South Florida in the 1980s.
Jay Kashmir following up on this with how investigators exactly were able to connect the dots and zero in on the killer.
After Karen Slattery's murder, weeks went by with no arrests. Roughly 2 months later, there was another victim, Georgianna Worden. Few clues were left behind in both cases. A fingerprint in the Slattery case and a footprint in Worden's. Investigators now had two heinous crimes against women with two murder weapons, a knife and a hammer. I had the chance to catch up with some of the investigators who were assigned to Owen's case from the start, as well as one of his former attorneys. Take a listen to what they had to say.
There had been a lot of homicide cases in Palm Beach County over the years, but this one got a lot of attention. And perhaps it was because of the manner of the accusation, the homicide, and then the sexual assault.
We were fairly comfortable and confident that Owen was good for Georgianna Worden. He was also going to be good for Karen Slattery based on the case similarities.
He was the beginning, in my opinion, of a serial killer, because you just don't pick out people like that. And when you talk to him, he described what he would do when he went out to talk to, he called it he was going out on maneuvers.
I also had the chance to catch up with one of the closest people in Owen's life, Carrie Howard. She defended him in court and has remained in contact with him through the years. She paints a very different picture of the man who carried out these brutal attacks. My exclusive conversation with her coming up tonight at 6, right here on WPTV.
And join us tonight at 7 p.m. for our special Bad Things Can Happen to Good People. We are taking a deeper dive into the case that changed South Florida, and we are learning more about the victims and how their families are remembering them nearly 40 years later. Again, that is tonight at 7 right here on WPTV.